All right, good morning, folks. Just wanted to show you what I've got going on today. This is the Ableton Live suite, right? And as you can see on the left, that's the beautiful, this is all the waves packs, like on the plugins right here. These are the wave bundles, right? So all these are the awesome wave plugins that everybody loves so much. It's got the Abbey Road plugins, the Eddie Kramer stuff, like all the goodies, right? So, everything you could possibly want. Oh my God, if you guys haven't messed with this H delay, it's amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever messed with this one. This is cool. I like using that one. Very fun analog delay unit, but now it's set to my... Okay, let me tell you about this real quick. So this Ableton Live session is basically the preset, how it opens every time. And it is let's close this down. Okay, so this is an exact replica of this. All right, let's pick this up and walk around a little bit. Okay, so this is my analog mixer, right? And you can see it's got the labels on all the channels, right? So all 24 channels. I'm only using 14 for the drum set. So the drop boxes, hold on, are right there, right? The cable snakes. Usually there's mics everywhere, but I only have 4 set up, right? So there's 4 set up now, and that's just because I'm messing around right now. But what I'm getting at is the Ableton Live session, right, mirrors the analog board. So all the channels come from the drums into the analog board, okay? And they go from the tape outs into Ableton. But before they do that, they all get grouped into the group send here. And the channels that are selected, 3 to 14, are selected for the group. The group itself heads out to the reel, okay? But all the tape outs go into the Ableton Live session. Now the Ableton Live session identically matches the analog board, so it's basically just here to capture like a tape deck would be. So it's going analog and it's going digital. But if you notice on the right side, the two red, these two channels right here and right here, those represent the actual auxiliary sends on the analog board, and they're looped in as such. So I can load any of those beautiful Waves plugins in here and send them to the board. So I can apply them to any channel on the analog board I want. Basically what I'm saying is my Ableton is just for catching drums, right? So when I want to catch the drums, I'll just turn the screen like me. I'll be sitting at the drum set watching the tracks come in, and they're actually going through the analog board. If you're picking up my drift here, then you're getting what I'm saying, that my system is a hybrid. It's analog and it's digital, okay? 24 track. Then when I get done with what's going on Ableton, I doll that all up. No effects, no processing, Just make sure the gain staging is perfect. All that up, and I move it over. Let's see if I can drive this thing. And I move it over here. So then it comes over here and gets involved on this contraption. Now this is, you know, where I do my thinking. But if you know what I'm doing, I'm taking the digital tracks and yeah, analog tracks turn into the digital tracks, and then they get edited on Cubase 14 in here, along with a nice set of reels from here, right? And don't worry, this phone is to call Jesus. It's actually a microphone. It's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, that's a system for recording analog drums. Then you can add the flavor, because this Alesis X2 has a little bit of analog mojo, not a bunch. I mean, it's pretty transparent. It's got a lot of headroom in the you know, the pre's are pretty cool. You know, gives you the option. But it's all done off Ableton Live. Some might say, well, why do that? Why do both? Because it sounds that way. You don't fake it. It isn't a plugin. Even though they're available, why use it when you have the real deal? Oh yeah, it's difficult. Anywho, today is back to collating. The drum setup over there I was just telling you about. To now here, we're going to be working on the collating of the rest of the data that I've been doing for the last 3 days. Should be interesting. What I'm doing is I'm cleaning house, finally cleaning house. And it's a tedious task because I have, like I said, 3 decades of project files that are all kinds of multiple hard drives, different spaces. I'm putting them all together on one master drive. I'm gonna have a backup, of course, but this is gonna be the clean working master drive for the future moving forward. And as you saw over there, how it has reel-to-reel, this side also has reel-to-reel for the bass tracks and the guitar tracks and the vocal tracks. That's send in reamp. It's pretty badass. So basically I have a copy of the albums that I'm working on, with the projects that I'm working on tape and on digital. So I can literally have a 100% all analog chain and a 100% all digital chain simultaneous. And it's going great, especially with the new advent of all this like warp features. You set the SMPTE time code on these reel-to-reels. You set the SMPTE time code to it, and then you set the SMPTE on your DAW, and any, you know, tape drag or warp or warble or any of that, you know, how the time slows down and speeds up because of the speed in which the motors run, because it's a, you know, machine. It gets adjusted for in the DAW. Yeah. And a lot of people are like, well, why don't you just use the plugin that comes with the waves? You know, like the J37 or whatever it's called. Because I want to do it the old way. I like touching tape. I love the way the acetate smells. Anyway, keep up your audio exploration there, Voyagers, and I will catch you on the flip side.